Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, we are heading to Is this time because we have finished pretty much every other quest. This one requires us to go to somewhere that only unlocks after Is. This one requires us to get items that can only be found after Is. And this one is. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to go find Queen Galfrey. Now, you may see in the corner some lost item stuff. I was doing some experimenting and then I realized I didn't need to. Basically, the problem is Darren is currently heavily encumbered, and I was like, oh, that's a problem. Except I believe he's immune to fatigue, and none of the penalties from encumbrance affect him, so yeah, realized we didn't really need to care. But anyway, let's head towards Is and get on our way. So I think we can only go that far currently, so let's just click somewhere nearby and we'll do like a quick save before we go. Also, we're going to have to rest at least once. Although we might be able to stretch it to only having to rest right before we go in. We failed to... Oh, I have the wrong person on sneak. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing some combat. Also, we do have the white rectangle. Praise be the white rectangle.
Resolve.
I'd like... Okay. I look at this fight. I'm not really that worried. Oh my god, the charge icon is massive now. Okay, I'm never gonna miss that. Charge? I guess not. Walk up here.
Retreat is not an option.
Cool. Shoot.
I will resist.
All icons are massive now. I don't know what they did to the icons, but... Okay, I'm definitely not gonna cast the wrong thing.
Out of my sight.
I can tell you that. In fact, my cursor is also massive. Has something messed up with the UI scaling in this area? I don't know. Maybe it's just in turn-based mode they made everything massive. I mean, it's a stylistic choice, I suppose. You could call it that if you were being generous.
Kneel before me.
Right. Giant spider goes towards us. It fails to hit us. Kill. Okay, horse. Darren. Okay, that wasn't quite what I meant to do, but that's okay. You think with a cursor so large, I wouldn't mess up. And then over here. And then attack. Can't charge, but can attack. There we go. I'm not even going to pick up loot. I'm just going to leave. Yeah, let's leave. There we go. You know, I'll collect it on the way out. That's okay. Right. Well, little combat to get us started, get the blood flowing. And then, let's go into... Mind has broken as to where we need to go. We need to go to here. Need to stick you on camouflage. I might as well do the rest of it while I'm here. You can do... Well, you can do second shift. It doesn't really matter. Then alchemy is going to be ASU. With the helper here, and then we're not going to do the lucky hand sandwich because it's way too good. Instead, we're going to do a hearty meal. Cool. In which case, you don't even need to help. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not going to rest right now. I just wanted to make sure we had the right person on. Cool. Now we'll fly along here. We are getting some people fatigued. We could push on till we're exhausted, I suppose. There's no real penalty to being exhausted, as far as I've seen. A heavily encumbered. Wait, can we rest here for free? I think we can, right? I really didn't want to mat. I just wanted to check what buildings it had. It does have shelter. Yeah, so we can rest there for free. So let's go there and rest. That seems like a good idea to me. Right, head here. Cool. Ooh, we have new stuff in this map mode. Cool, we finished a relic augmentation. Priestesses of Shaylin and Callistria have arrived in Dresden to perform a ritual over the gemstone known as the Attractive Impulse. An argument broke out between them over who should have the right to complete their mission and who would get nothing. So whenever the wearer of these gloves confirms a critical hit with any bow, the enemy starts losing their minds, thus suffering a 1 damage to intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. Okay. The other one? Will saving throw of 20? Don't care. The Shaylin one is like, it lowers the stat. This one is, it's a DC of 20, and it's just not worth it. It's so unlikely to happen. The Hand of Retribution. A follower of the goddess Milani has arrived in Dresden in secret and committed a murder. His victim was an officer from Galt who had run from the revolution. Next to the body, they found a note that read, "Everyone will pay," and a list of future victims that included several other officers. They deny being involved in anything. So I can help the vigilante, catch the murderer, or accuse Galt and demand compensation. I don't really care about any of these, but I'm definitely going to accuse Galt. By making use of his contacts, Darren will blow this incident out of proportion until it becomes a diplomatic row. To avoid damaging their relations with Mendev, Galt will pay a generous compensation and will behave in a more supportive manner. Wonderful. Donations? Oh, okay, yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Enhancing the Face Stealer's Mask. Let's do that. Then Worldwound researchers for some kineticists. Cool. Right. Are we at the shelter yet? We are indeed. Let's do arrest. This shouldn't go up because we're at the shelter. Do I have to click on it to do arrest? No, so it should just work. Yeah. Go.
Saints typically die a most painful death. Are you prepared to accept that in order for people to follow your teachings?
Dying isn't hard at all. But after I'm dead, I won't be able to help anyone. Sooner or later, I will have to die. But until then, I'm going to try to live.
Oh, okay. Abyssal corruption went up. I'm not sure I understand what the purpose of the shelter is then. Because surely the purpose of the shelter is to stop abyssal corruption going up. That was my understanding. Let me just double check this. Shelter allows the commander's party to rest in the fort without increasing the effects of abyssal corruption. I suppose it does say the effect of abyssal corruption, not abyssal corruption itself. So maybe it stops you going from like a 1 to a 2, or like from a none to a 1, but it doesn't stop it building up. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, we're going to head all the way over here now. We're going to hope that we don't get fatigued on the way. 11 hours. We might get fatigued right before it is. So I can head down here. Where does this go? Nice. Okay, well that was worth it. Let's go to Iz. It just stops us here. The main city of ancient Sarkoris and the place where the clan's chiefs used to gather. Located near rich ore mines, Iz was famous for its artisan blacksmiths. Nowadays, the city balances on the edge of a cliff overhanging the rift, seemingly unable to decide whether to stay on Golarion or collapse into the abyss. Now, I'm under the impression that Iz is a longer thing than, oh, I can also do this. I should do that right now as well, just while I remember. There we go. Hey, it's now a 12 strength army. Cool. But I'm under the impression that is maybe like a little zone where we can go around and talk to some people in it. So, yeah, we might get quite a lot in here. That's just grievance against Galt. Okay. I just wanted to see what the new thing was. Right. Now we've cleared everything off of our plate. Let's go to Iz. Do you want to enter this location? Yes. Okay, I was kind of expecting a storybook section or something, but going directly into it is very unexpected. Okay, This is very unexpected.
I stand ready.
Okay, so I'm going to buff, and then I'll be back with you in a second. Right, so we are fully buffed, and we are ready to go. So, let's head forward. Loot? Okay, not much loot. How big is this area? Maybe I've misunderstood what is going to be. Oh no, this area is absolutely massive. Also, Staunton Vein, Erebeth. Spoilers. But that's okay.
Let us
Cool.
be off.
Let's go. I've also changed our party formation slightly, which might be why it looks a little weird. Party formation is going to try and be this, which is why we've got a very bunched up front line, but we'll see how this goes. Also, I'm entirely ready to have buffed this much and for there to be no combat, but we'll see.
Is the erstwhile heart of Sarkoris until it was cleaved in twain. A dead city turned death trap. One who enters may never leave.
Wow, okay, so she's here. I have a lot of questions for you.
I wish I could answer them now, but I cannot. Your time is running out. Anamora is about to turn the Temple of Stone manuscripts to dust. If she does not, the one now approaching from the abyss will. Soon this city may be gone altogether, along with all that it contains.
We don't have to be enemies. Together we could find a different way to close the wound and save ourselves, without sacrificing anyone.
I have tried. I have tried many things to no avail. The wound is in our souls, yours and mine. And if even I, its architect, failed to find a way to be rid of it, or at least halt its harmful influence, then no such way exists. But that is not why I have come.
You're more of a builder than an architect though, aren't you? Because like the architect is really the storyteller. He really did all the work. You just built it, as far as I understand. Or, you know, you took it and then you like advanced it a little bit, then built it. So I suppose there's an architect in there, but like, I'm not sure that's the best title for you.
I am here to give you a warning. Listen closely. Deskari knows of your arrival. This entire city is a trap he's set for you. The reckless queen was lured here, and I imagine she is rushing headlong toward her own destruction as we speak.
Yeah, traps, bro. We're gonna have to fight demons. I'm very scared.
Many of your allies are here, and their camp is about to be attacked. The very same camp at which the reckless queen left your banner, the Sword of Valor. The city is also home to the Temple of Stone manuscripts, one of the few surviving arcane libraries in Sarkoris. Some of my research is held there on Deskari's orders, and the Locust Lord's minions are laying waste to it at this very moment.
We have to make a choice.
Advice from a traitor and an enemy. I wonder what your agenda is here.
Turn back and you will lose everything. But if you charge forward, you'll be heading into an ambush. He will let you pass deeper into the city, and then all will descend into chaos. Iz has rotted away. It is steeped in abyssal emanations. Once Deskari breaks through, the consequences will be horrific. Choose then what is more valuable to you, and what you wish to save in time. Your allies and the banner, the Queen, or knowledge itself. Knowledge. It's time. I know this won't be our last meeting, so I will not bid you farewell.
I wonder if we actually have to choose, or it's like the choices that we had to make in Canabras that we failed, in that it's if you rest, the choices will start disappearing.
Let's move.
I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm just gonna walk forward because it's linear so far. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Also, how do you want to die? Yeah, they have made the cursor absolutely massive. That's a very odd decision, I would say. Personally, I would describe this as odd.
I will resist.
But okay. That's fine. Horse, charge. Oh, it's just one of these guys? Oh, get up there.
It is not an option.
Yeah, use swift action.
Kneel
And
before
walk closer. There we go. Q charge. No, just run up.
Take you.
Okay. What's his will like? Oh, it's pretty low. Okay, restless slumber. There we go. Run up here. He misses his turn. Darren, head up here. We're going to go stand next to him. You're going to go and head up here. Horse. Kill. There we go. I forgot the horse just kind of stares at things until they die. Because it doesn't have an animation. Okay. Quick save. Look at where we are on the map. So we are at the absolute top of the map. There's no other places we could go. Oh, we have now been shown where the Sword of Valor and where the Queen is. The Queen is right outside the knowledge base. Seems to me like we should probably go for the Sword of Valor, because it's like right here. Hello. Chun Dawei is speaking to us. Oh yeah, he was somebody I half remember. Oh, okay, and now I see. What's this I'm seeing? Do my eyes deceive me, or is this some kind of demonic mirage? Chun Dawei, the knight who became governor of Canabras after prelate Hulrun, looks at you with a stunned expression. He whispers some prayer to himself and makes his eyes flash with gold for a moment, then relaxes and takes a deep breath. So it is you. What a relief. We've already held a funeral for you. Okay, so this is where you would meet Hulrun if he was alive, but he's not. My journey back from the Abyss took longer than I had anticipated, but I've returned. I'm glad to see you alive. I've always had hope that you'd return. You're the kind of person that even the Abyss can't break. With you around, we'll breathe easier in this cursed is. Where are you headed? There are demons holed up not far from here. Entire attack in force. Her Majesty sent us to eliminate them. Where's Queen Galfrey? Somewhere in the city is an ancient library, a remnant of Sarkoris. Her Majesty went there in pursuit of some important intelligence. You gave Galfrey half of the lexicon of paradox that contained valuable information. We did do that. Okay, and then it just reveals the Bone Hills for no reason, because Hulrun's meant to tell you about them for some reason. Okay. I don't doubt the Queen's strength, but I'm still uneasy. I would have joined her, but my orders were clear. Destroy the demons in the camp's vicinity. Please go to her. The battle ahead is sure to be brutal, and she could use your help. Where's the Sword of Valor? Your Majesty's camp. As long as we hold the Sword of Valor, we need fear no demon. So you're here. The Queen is out on a raid, and the banner is back in the camp, unguarded. As the story of Dresden's downfall taught you nothing. Such are the Queen's orders. It's not our place to question them. Do you know anything about what became of Irabeth Tirabade? Oh, but of course. We've known each other for a long time. We fought side by side back in Canabras many a time. It's good to have her with us, a true paladin who always has your back in battle. The Queen took her along on the raid. The enemy forces are approaching. They'll commence the attack at any minute. You'll have to excuse me, but I'm following Her Majesty's orders. The Queen has tasked us with an important mission. We have no right to turn back. Where are you going? You just go in that direction? Okay. Well, I guess we should go to the Queen first. It definitely makes it seem like it's a choice. So, I would like to go to the Queen. And the Queen is next to the knowledge. Like, that's a 2-for-1 deal. Can't go any further north. Okay, so we just keep going, like, in a straight line. Grab that.
What's that?
It's a trap. That's what that is.
The struggles never cease.
Little stealth. Little stealth.
I sense something.
Uh-huh. You can't see me. I'm in stealth. Actually true? Just a little loot. Can't hurt anyone.
I'm trusting you. I finished here. Is there more?
Eep. Right. Not that we would have been in trouble had she been noticed, but still, not ideal. Position ourselves.
Please.
Shoot.
Allow me.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Did I get the shot off? No. Okay. Charge.
Check that out.
There's quite a lot of people up here. That's fine. Guess you were meant to go in and disable all the traps, maybe? I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of them were. That's okay. They're going to continue moving forward. This is fine. Oh, we got an Omox. Chill. Shoot.
Prepare yourself.
You can't charge, but you can attack. 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 You can attack 3 times. Very good. Kill. Shoots him. Omox does something. We're immune to this though. Chill. Shoot. You can't quite get to them, but walk forward.
Without risk.
Attack. Couldn't reach either. There's an actual attack.
Forwards.
Attack. Shoot him. This is all fine. We're gonna chill back here. Shoot him.
Desna, guide my hand.
And kill. And kill. And kill. There we go. Took a few attempts, but we got there. We're immune to this, so I'm not really worried. Grab the loot. Arushali.
My worth. I can do
Disable the
this.
trap. I guess the idea is that you could sneak past the whole thing if you wanted to.
That?
It's kind of odd that they put in so many sneaking things in this game. Because, like, that's just a +3 light shield. Because I'm wondering who's in a party that they need to sneak so
Let us
much.
be
Like,
off.
what have you done to your party that requires you to have to sneak past that encounter? And how are you going to beat, like, a tough encounter if you have to sneak past this one? I don't know. Maybe there are people who just like sneaking through the whole thing. Like, as much of it as they can. An almost pacifist run, you could say. Okay. Queen, we're almost here. That's a lot of dead crusaders. Grab the loot. Okay, quick save. Having a look at the map. Okay, well, we're going
Follow
in.
me.
Grab that. We're going in. You see them from a distance, the gleaming blades and armor shining bright against the ravaged ruins, their clipped strides betraying both pride and tension.
Everything is prepared for the attack, Your Majesty.
Good. Because of the information gathered from the Lexicon of Paradox, we now know that Iz holds a priceless treasure, our enemy's knowledge. We must seize it. Close ranks and be on your guard. There is no telling what awaits us inside the Temple of Manuscripts.
Wait. Galfrey turns towards your voice. One after another, emotions pass over her clear, stern features: astonishment, disbelief, guilt, and hope.
It can't be! It's the commander!
Commander, I'm glad to see you alive. There is much we need to discuss, Commander, but it will have to wait. We are preparing for an attack. I hope you will join us in battle.
Her voice sounds almost cheerful, yet a furrow appears between her brows.
Why, hello, my dear cousin. We've returned from the abyss. Will you clasp me to your breast as reunited kinsmen should?
Darren, don't ever change. Galfrey coldly stares Darren down and slowly begrudgingly gives him a nod of acknowledgement. Wow! We can just straight up go for this. Okay. We could just go straight into Aeon. I guess we have to, right? Queen Galfrey, ruler of Mendev, blinded by your pride, you sought to prolong your youth and lead the crusade for all eternity. Your actions are a violation of human nature. Justice shall be restored. You peer at Galfrey through the eyes of an Aeon. Your soul and body are nothing but clusters of matter before you. You will them to connect with the unstoppable flow of time and watch as their bright line grows dim. You look at Galfrey with your own eyes once more and you see the same regal, proud woman with piercing eyes. But the imprint of her years is now visible. The sleepless nights, the sorrowful hours, the heavy thoughts have furrowed her brow.
So, this day has come. I thought I would only allow myself to age once I had triumphed. But your actions have proven to me that I have grown stagnant in my pride. I thought I was the only one who could overcome the wound. Could it be that all these years I have been blocking the path for someone who truly was destined to win? There's no way to know now. But it is my belief that you will succeed where I failed. Just don't repeat my mistakes.
Please don't die.
Why? What kind of justice is this?
Holy shit.
Darren stands frozen as he observes Galfrey's metamorphosis.
This is unexpected. Your abilities continue to develop. I wonder what other magical effects and processes you can unmake with such ease. This world could use... how do I put this? A purge.
I don't think we need to do any purging, Regil. I think we're okay. Right. My queen, allow me to report. I have succeeded in my mission to eliminate the source of Narindian crystals.
I thank you, Commander.
Seems as if your dry report has struck something in her soul. She visibly flinches. You're addressing me by the rank you deprived me of.
You are the commander of the 5th Crusade. People would address you so even if I were to sign a decree forbidding it. Some things you just cannot take away. I have tried and failed. One of my many failures in life.
I have many questions for you.
I believe I do owe you a certain candidness. But this conversation may take a while, and we are standing just shy of the goal I have come here to achieve. Let us see to our task, then we can talk.
So basically, just for no reason, I just zapped her youth away. And nobody's going to comment on it any further? Alright, we should go.
I should like to return something to you. The Lexicon of Paradox. It may be our only key to the mysteries of the wound. One I failed to make use of.
I guess if we had the lexicon, we could have then done something in the abyss, but now we've got it back after we've kind of lost that ability.
And now, onward.
Because we could have done something with the other lexicon. Oh, we're just like, okay, onward. Okay. The queen has gone on without us.
On.
We are also in the place of the smallest corridors I've ever seen. Right, so that's where all the crusaders are. So what's in here?
Something
a little
is
loot.
not right here.
A fake door. More loot behind it.
I'm glad I was useful.
Just saw
to
the
you.
dinosaur going off into the distance. Dinosaur bones. That explains why I was so quick to run. That's a lot of stuff. Swarms cannot make reflex saves against this effect. Whenever it hits an enemy, all enemies in a 5-foot radius suffer 3d6 holy damage. Oh. Okay. What's your current one? You can cast healing spells as if they had the reach effect. Yeah, that's kind of too good to give up, isn't it? A key! A glass key! Key was kept in Is among the crystals containing Areelu Vorlesh's notes, but what does it open? Well, it obviously opens a lock, doesn't it? That's what keys do. Now, you know, what lock it opens, now that's the question.
I finished here.
Hey, what have we got?
Is there more?
A conflagrant taco. Okay, cool. We'll learn that. It's not weight, it's newest. Copy recipe. Cool. Right. Position ourselves at this door. Everyone else is like, what is the commander doing? Just randomly looting. This place is tiny. This must be only one fight, I guess. If anything. Oh, hello. Who are you? Anamora. Ah, yes, I remember her. There you are. My lord's worst enemy and his most loyal servant. The elf's skin is black as coal and her hair is white like snow. Her body is covered in ulcers and abscesses. Locusts are swarming in the folds of her clothes and above her head. Her voice is calm, serene. I am Anamora, one of the high priestesses of Deskari. I've been waiting for the day I would see you with my own eyes. We have much to discuss. The air reeks of acid eating through stone and scrolls. See shards of stone tablets and crystals thrown about, just like Areelu said. Anamora is destroying the archives to prevent you getting to them. Fortunately, it looks like she's just started and has not had time to damage the library too badly. Show her Ronek's sacrifice. This is your trophy, is it not? We could do. Let's start with I don't serve Deskari. A naive mistake. All serve our lord without exception. Sooner or later, everyone is destined to become food for his swarm. This is your trophy, is it not? What's this? Ah, yes, I remember. That funny boy you thought he could outrun death. I took his legs as a memento, but they lost their appeal long before, so I threw them away. You were wrong when you said nobody would know about Ronek's fate. I remember his name. Yeah, definitely. I remember. So what? To erase the memory of him completely, all I have to do is kill you. And that is just a matter of time. A very short time. Would you have captured Sarkoris sooner if he hadn't interfered with your plans? Oh yes, our attack was sudden and deadly. We could have captured Iz in one night, and then Sarkoris would have fallen at my wise master's feet in mere days. And then all of Golarion after it. Your mortals would not have had time to form your foolish crusade, but no matter, the boy simply delayed mortal kind's downfall. And turned what might have been a mercy killing into a slow, agonizing death. You underestimated mortals. Do you think that my triumphant lord even noticed your resistance? All your struggles are but a fleeting moment for him. He takes pleasure in watching you bleed, and by delaying the inevitable, you're merely offering him a few more moments of delight. I met your acolytes, the elves from Kyonan, who ended up in your cult. Ah, those sweet fools. It was so amusing to deceive them and slowly deprave them, setting them on the path of the swarm. When they realized how far they'd gone, it was too late. All those fierce champions of justice, vigilantes, paragons, all were now nothing but frightened orphans and common criminals, and none had the nerve to refuse when they pledged their fealty to me. Well, none except that blasted Kaelessa. What are you doing here? I have been waiting here to reveal to you the truth about our lord, the one whose designs you've been fulfilling from the start without realizing it. If only you knew, demon worshipper, how many times I've heard that phrase over the hundreds of years of the Crusade. Is this the demon's favourite lie, I take it? Or is it that Deskari simply cannot be bothered to come up with a new one? I'm not going to mention Areelu Vorlesh. What's there to talk about? Our Lord's wisdom and his generosity, the fate that awaits this world and your part in this sacrament. Wisdom? He knows only how to destroy and devour. Do not confuse our Lord with his servants. The swarm destroys and devours to make the consumed one with the swarm. Locusts are foolish, be it insects or those who submitted to our Lord. They do not need intelligence, for they are guided by the higher mind of Lord Deskari. The entire history of the Crusades is a testament to his unrivaled genius. The first wave of the invasion was feeble, chaotic, disorganized. It convinced mortals of the demon's weaknesses. The knights were celebrating their victory as the minions of our lord were scattering across the world, laying their eggs in the minds of mortals, forming cult cells, preparing for the upcoming war. Then the second wave began. It was strong, but not strong enough to stir the whole world. 70 years of impasse, with the front line unmoving. Fighters from all over Golarion rushed here, eager to become food for the swarm, servants for the cult, tools for our lord. And finally you, Areelu Vorlesh's creation at the head of the Crusade, Deskari's greatest weapon that will bring him triumph. Generosity, Deskari brings nothing but pain and death. A simple mind may see it that way, yes. Our Lord is stern, yet he is gracious. He grants mortals a boon they do not understand. His generosity is beyond any naive deliberations on good and evil. Do you know why Deskari stands above other demon lords? Unlike most of them, he was never mortal. He is not of our pathetic world. Deskari is a child of the gods, an undying spirit of eternity, and he wishes to give that eternity to us. Alright, what is this fate that awaits the world? We poor mortals suffer in our pitiful world. Deskari will free us from this misery. It's true. All mortals in this world are poor orphans. They all suffer. But how can Deskari free anyone from their misery? He only brings more. Hush, child, I'll explain it all to you. You realize this world's imperfection, and you've already made the first step towards accepting the salvation that great Deskari gives. A single locust is born, devours, dies, and becomes devoured itself. The swarm is eternal. That which becomes its food joins the never-ending cycle of purgation. With every birth and death, it grows closer to the immortal blessedness of its maker. That is Deskari's gift to Golarion. Death, suffering, all that we call evil, will cease to be once the world is turned into an eternal, insatiable swarm. Alright, and what do you suppose my part is in all of this? Deskari has many servants, but not all of them realize whom they serve. Some possess no mind at all, others are capable of thought, but cannot comprehend their mission. This whole war, its every detail, everything is part of his shrewd plan. You're bringing the last of the Crusader army into where? To a slaughter. The last battle approaches, a grand slaughter in which you and your soldiers will feed the swarm. The Crusaders and the Worldwound will become one. What say you now, having learned the truth about our Lord? Will you kneel before his glory, or will you keep squirming despite knowing that your every action expedites his victory? Galfrey lets out a pointed chuckle, but doesn't interject. Her eyes are focused on Anamora, and a smile of contempt plays on her lips. Well. An interesting philosophy. I wish we could have a theological debate, but unfortunately we're at war. This isn't a war, it's a feast. All things will fall under thousands of bites. Hey! Did they really just shout hey at us? Like, hey, you there, stop. No, don't come any closer. Hey, don't attack me. Okay, so she has a reasonable amount of health. I'm gonna walk into the middle here. I'm just gonna use a dazzling display move. Okay, we had some succeeded to intimidate checks and some fails. That's okay. Then chill. We could have done it again, I guess, on a swift if we wanted to. You can't actually get to these guys, so just run up and attack. You can't charge. You're going to move a lot closer. And then sense vitals. Aaron, shoot this one.
I will see to your demise.
Nice. Few spells, none of which really affect us. Yeah, okay. This is fine. They're too intimidated, the ones over here anyway. This is fine. Urbeth is unable to move. Horse, go for it. They're coming in. They're coming in. The queen has not done anything yet with her turns, but that's okay. Charge. Huge damage. Now these guys are not immune to lightning. In fact, nothing's immune to lightning because it's Ember, I just remembered. Head up here and chain lightning. Huge. The swarms are dead. The buzzing has stopped. Ah, well, some of the swarms are dead. There's another one apparently. There we go. It's not quite as loud though. Queen misses her turn. Right, Aeon Bane. We received 8 damage. What? You did something to me? Ooh, okay. Attacker. That's huge. Now she should have no buffs at all. Yeah, that's pretty good. Love it. Small move action. Swift dazzling display. And attack.
It is not an option.
Cool. Attack. Kill.
Make your peace.
That's some pretty good damage.
And grace.
Nice heal. Does pretty much nothing for you. Oh, we got more coming in from the side. You're attacking Queen Galfrey. Not ideal, I would say. Attack.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, she's not doing anything right now. I guess it's because she's out of the 30. Yeah, she's out of the 30 range to Naminde. That's fine. Attack. Very good. Get in there and attack. You're going to attack the one in front of you. Good. Move forward. Shoot.
I will resist.
Okay. Yeah, her turn ended because it died. Didn't really die, but you get the idea. That's the mirror image it's got from Ember, I believe. Irbeth's actually going in and attacking this time and not attacking the queen, which is a huge improvement. Okay. Smite. Attack. Huge damage. Ember's going in for a melee range attack. Instead, we're going to use Storm Bolts, though. Oh, she can't actually do that for a turn. That's fine, because she already moved. Queen's going to get a turn. Stand still. Good use of your turn. Right, attack. Alright, she's dead. Kill. Very good damage. Chill. Shoot.
Your struggles end here.
Shoot.
I'll make short work of this.
Oh, they're back. Oh, I'm shocked. Okay. Well, we'll attack him. That's fine. Attack. Ember. Walk over here. Storm bolts. Cool. Very good damage. Yep. This is fine. Attack. Kill.
This one's mine.
Very good. Shoot.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, that was only its first down. Yeah, so I should have shot this one first. That's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Alright. Horse, this one. We're going to lose one crusader in the fight. I can live with that. Storm bolts. Okay. Yep, they're still heading in. Still heading in. Queen's actually going to attack. Well done. Attack over here. Ooh, ton of damage. Kill. Shoot.
Desna, guide my hand.
Shoot.
I will see to your demise.
Ton of attacks of opportunity. Good damage from Irbeth. Horse, go join in. Yeah, one of the crusaders is dead. Attack. Chill. Another crusader is dead. Another crusader is dead.
To the last breath.
Queen Galfrey is alive because she's story based and therefore cannot die. Cool. I assume. Yeah. Okay. Grab all of this. Grab what's on the body, which is pretty much nothing. Okay. No other loot here. Let's have a quick look at what we picked up. Garbage. Cool. Hey Queen, what's up? Queen Galfrey leans on her sword firmly. There is a pensive look in her eyes as the rush of combat dies away. How did the crusade fare in my absence?
Not badly enough to be called a disaster, and not well enough to offer hope. It is as if everything simply shuddered to a halt. So I decided to try to move the sleeping avalanche by bringing my forces here.
Why did you come to Iz, and what is it that you're trying to accomplish?
This was a desperate push. A desperate attempt to try to change something in this everlasting war. I would not say it was completely aimless. My arcane specialists have long since theorized that fully resolving the matter of the wound would only be possible in its very heart. But we had never come close enough to eyes or threshold to study them thoroughly. That is why I am here. A mad old queen on her last crusade.
This kind of goes into my theory of the voice actor not being in the same room as anyone else. like when they were doing the recording, or at least like not being given the same instructions. Because we had the Mages instant earlier, now she's calling it eyes, while everyone else in the game calls it is. It's just like, it's just an interesting coincidence. So I'm like, it almost sounds like the voice actress was just given, you know, a list of, you know, here are the words to say, and just she just went through it. I don't know. It would kind of make sense if it was done during COVID recording kind of situations, but anyway, carrying on.
Imprudence bordering on criminality.
I had no doubt that I would hear that from you, Hell Knight.
Yes, I am predictable, to the same degree that you are not. And in this case, it is not a compliment.
I need the truth, my queen. The way you sent me into the abyss raises some questions.
I've been expecting this. This is no time or place for confessions. On the other hand, any fight on the streets of this cursed city could be the last for either one of us. It is better that I open my heart now than later regret not saying what I should have. I have seen many more years than any human is supposed to. I have lived through one lifetime, then another. And all this time, I have been more of a symbol than a living person. 2 words, duty and destiny, fused with my blood, serving as my spine and bones. I forgot how to think outside these notions. You awakened the first human emotions I had felt in a long time, and those emotions were fear and jealousy. Yes, fear of the unknown and jealousy of one who robbed me of my status as the living symbol of the Crusades. I admit it. I do. And I ask for your forgiveness. I sent you into the abyss because I could not fully understand what you were and what to do with you. I hoped that you truly were our salvation, and I was painfully frightened of that being true. That is all I can say.
I understand your reasons, and I don't blame you.
It amazes me that I have found someone in this world who doesn't have 1,000 complaints and rebukes for me. What amazes me even more is that this someone has every right to rebuke me.
And then we go, your era has ended, mine is just beginning. Ah ha ha, it's an evil playthrough. No, I'm fine, let's go.
Here is where we must part. I shall catch my breath and begin gathering my people. All that's left of my army.
Hey, Erebeth. How I want to see a Nevi again and get away from this darkness.
Let's move.
Alright, is there like a book here or something? I mean, it's just...
Rest, please. I'm tired.
You're what?
I will help where I can.
Turn off the tired? Okay. Yeah, I kind of expected when you go to a laboratory or like a place full of knowledge, there might be knowledge. Also, we just discovered something. The symbols inscribed on the stone match those that Krenuk showed you? Which stone? Which stone? Oh, there we go. That's not it. Wait, which stone? Ones that Krenuk showed me. Now I'm like, wait, is there something I need to click on in here? Is this the stone? Was that the stone? Because I succeeded at 2 perception checks. So one of them was for that. The other perception check must have been for the stone. I have no idea where this stone is. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Alright, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna quick save. We're gonna reload to before I got that check. Then we're gonna run around and see if we can get it again. Yes, this should be right after the fight, the quick save. So let's see if we can get it again. Just be careful.
It is done.
It doesn't say... Alright, I'm going to look it up. Okay, so I've looked it up, and I didn't find this exact one, but I found another one that he gives you for Dresden. Apparently, the one in Dresden just gives you vendor trash, which is pretty much what we got here, so... Okay, that lines up. I'm just going to load the other quick save then, the latest one, so after the conversation. And then we're good to go. Okay. So, that was fairly straightforward, in terms of saving Iz. We did it. Or we saved the Queen. We haven't quite saved Iz yet. We haven't saved Staunton, who is apparently also here. Which is kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, what's this? This wasn't always glowing here, was it? Huh. The ancient writings are almost erased. It is no longer possible to read them, but the holy aura around them makes it clear they are praising the gods of Sarkoris. Then we got a key crystal. Ah, and it's a crystal that we can read in a projector. Uh-huh. But we might not have the projector anymore if I've destroyed it. I understand. So the knowledge is for the secret ending, which we may or may not be able to get. I understand. Okay. Well, that's fine. We got the knowledge. Right. What I think we're gonna do...
Careful now.
Are we missing, We're missing a dinosaur? The dinosaur is dead? Okay. It died of, like, stat damage by the looks of it. Oh. I didn't even notice it was taking stat damage. I'm honestly, like, not that worried about it, but... Okay. Interesting. Anyway, let's just position ourselves here again.
Move.
I just noticed it when I repositioned our group that the dinosaur was, like, not there. Anyway, what I think we're going to do is we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Next time we're going to head all the way over here. We're going to get the Sword of Valor. We're going to get Staunton, or whatever we're doing with Staunton. We're going to explore the rest of Iz. We're going to head to the Bone Hills and, you know, generally just do all that sort of stuff. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.